kids, and welcome back to the Keys Kids channel. And I'm Miss Keys. We are back for another May episode, and I am so excited. Now, I know last week I said this will be the last episode in May, but silly me, we have one more week after this, so I am so excited to read with you guys for another week next week. So, with that being said, let's get into this episode. Now, for this episode, we are still in our Bedtime Vibe series. That's when you lay back, relax, and enjoy the vibes. Cue the vibes. That's right, you guys. For this series, we are back focusing in on enjoying the story. I want you to imagine, just like it's bedtime, you've asked mommy or daddy to pick up a book to read to you. And now they're going to take you on a journey right before you go to sleep. That's why I say I want you to lay back, relax, and enjoy the vibes. Now, for this episode, we are reading an awesome book. We are reading 3 Hens and a Peacock by Laminack and Henry Cole. I am so excited to see what's going on this farm because it's looking a little fishy. Or should I say a little goaty? Okay, I'm done with the jokes. I'm done. I'm gonna stop running my mouth. Are you guys ready to read? Well, then put on your reading hats and let's go! 3 Hens and a Peacock, written by Laminack, illustrated by Henry Cole. Things were quiet on the Tuckers' farm. The cows chewed their cud. The hens clucked and pecked and laid their eggs. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. Once in a while, someone would stop to buy tomatoes or corn, perhaps a quart of milk. Nothing unusual happened there until that Peacock showed up. The cows and the hens and the old hound kept right on doing what they've always done. But that Peacock had never lived on a farm. He had no idea what to do. So he spread his fancy feathers and set to streaking. Eventually, the Peacock wandered down to the road. When cars whizzed by, he shook his feathers and cried out in his loudest voice. Of course, folks stopped for a closer look. You better go, Peacock, stretch your stuff. Day after day, more folks stopped to admire the Peacock, and they all bought tomatoes and corn, eggs and milk. Business on the Tuckers' farm was booming. Everyone seemed happy to have visitors stopping by. But trouble was brewing in the hen house. The hens were squawking and clucking and flapping their wings. We do all the work around here. I like to see that Peacock lay one single egg. Exactly. He just struts around screaming. I suppose fancy feathers are more important than laying eggs. That lazy Peacock gets all the attention and we do all the work. Them hens sound a little jelly. The Peacock had heard every word. For days he moped about, moaning and groaning. I wish I could be more useful around here. Clucked one hen. The others ruffled their feathers. The old hound stretched and slowly raised his head. Why not let the Peacock stay here to be useful while you hens take the glamorous job down by the road? That dog might be onto something, y'all. The three hens began clucking to one another. What a wonderful plan!
Yes, it is a fabulous idea. Oh, ladies, we simply must fancy up our feathers tonight. And nothing but our brightest beads, bangles, and bows.
We'll stop traffic for sure. Why, you girls know I can strut with the best of them. The peacock perked up. Let's do it, he declared. Tomorrow I'll stay here, sit on a nest, and cluck. And we'll get all gussied up, said the hens. We'll be so glamorous. At sunrise the next morning, the hens strutted down to the road. The peacock marched right to the hen house and poked his head inside. The hens flocked by the road waiting for a car. When they saw one approaching, they clucked and squawked and flapped their wings in a flurry of feathers. But every car whizzed right on by. The peacock sucked in his tummy and wiggled left to right, trying to squeeze through the tiny hen house door. His front was half in. His back half was out. Down by the road, those hens tried every chicken trick they knew. Still, no cars approached or stopped. Finally, the peacock made it into the hen house. He held his breath and pushed with all his might, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not lay one single egg. Not one. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening.
What's that peacock doing in the hen house? Asked Farmer Tucker.
Who knows, said Mrs. Tucker. And what are those hens doing down by the road? Not a one of them is up here laying eggs.
Well, the way things are going, we aren't likely to have anyone buying eggs today, said Farmer Tucker. We need that peacock down there stopping cars.
When the peacock heard that, he smiled the biggest smile you ever saw on a bird's beak. I am helping, he thought. He squirmed back and forth until he popped out of the cramped hen house. Then he trotted off to find the hens. The exhausted hens were all clucked out. Every feather was out of place. What a day!
We couldn't get one car to stop.
It's true. Well, most of them didn't even slow down. The peacock met the hens as they trudged up the road. I can tell you I'm no good at laying eggs, he said. I'm just not meant for it. One hen nodded. I put on my stellar strut and even I couldn't stop a single car, she said. I have to hand it to you, Fancy Feathers. Your job is harder than it looks. The other hens agreed. The peacock looked relieved. So the hens marched back to the hen house. The peacock strutted down to the road. The old hound stretched out on the porch, watching and listening. And things were quiet again on the Tucker's farm. The end. What a phenomenal story. I want to give Lester Laminack and Henry Cole an amazing round of applause. You guys have to click the links below and go buy this book for your library because it is so amazing. And I have a secret. They told me they're doing a sequel. I can't wait for that. We are definitely going to be reading it here on the Keys Kids channel. But this was amazing. I am so glad to have featured this book on this channel, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, Monday on the Keys Kids channel Instagram, you'll figure out our last book for the month of May. And this time, I'm sure it's the last week. And then on Saturday, right here on the Keys Kids channel Instagram, you'll find me reading to you. Please don't forget to go like, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the description bar below, and you can also leave me a comment. What was your favorite part? Or what book would you like me to read next? Other than that, you guys, it's time to go. But no worries, because I'm going to see you guys next week on the Keys Kids channel. Bye! Oh, and there's a lot more books to read, so why don't you go ahead and click to watch some more. Bye!